I'm Buddy Valastro, a fourth-generation baker who knows what it takes to keep a place running for decades. But now, I'm stepping out of the bakery and into the most iconic restaurants around the country.
Oh! Not bad.
To show you the secret sauce to their success.
Well, your secret is safe with me, I promise you that.
In this episode, I'm visiting two restaurants that have been thriving as neighborhood joints since the 1940s. First, I'm going to Chicago, Illinois, to Gene and Georgetti, one of the city's oldest steakhouses, to try their famous Bisteca Fiorentina and some house-made pasta.
Oh, what a thing of beauty.
Then I'm heading to Detroit, Michigan, to Buddy's Pizza, the first place ever to make Detroit-style pizza.
I'm enamored by this place. I mean, it's my namesake. What could I say here?
Many restaurants are good, some are great, but only a select few become legends. This is Legends of the Fork. Chicago neighborhoods are full of local joints where the atmosphere is as comforting as the food. And one restaurant in the River North neighborhood has been a second home to many for over 80 years in a city that's known for its steakhouses.
And this steakhouse, Gene and Georgetti, serves it up Tuscan style. Giant steaks and homemade pastas. Now you're talking my language. Oh!
Hi.
How you doing?
It's so good to see you.
It's such a pleasure to be here. Wow, this place has got such a old world feeling.
It does. That's like a little wall of fame and kind of like our own family history, too. We have a lot of nostalgia.
So, give me a little bit of history of Gene and Georgetti.
Gene was my maternal grandfather, and Georgetti was his best friend. You know, they were two Italian immigrants from Tuscany. In 1941, this place came up for sale, and they bought it. They wanted to go into business for themselves. For them, it was the ultimate American dream. Gene was the front of house guy. Georgetti was a chef. They ran it together until 1969, when Georgetti passed away. And when Gene passed away, my parents bought it from my grandmother, Ida.
And what do you feel is the secret to the success here?
The spirit of Gene and Georgetti, what they started in 1941, is still what we try to do every day. Prime steaks, chops, and Italian-American specialties. We've been very, very lucky that when people came in, they always felt at home, even if it's their first time in. And, oh, look at that.
Look at that. Oh, what a thing of beauty. Oh. What do we got here?
We have the Bisteca alla Fiorentina. Translates to Florentine steaks. So this is a 48-ounce porterhouse.
Look at the size of that bone.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Bisteca Fiorentina is a classic Italian dish that's made its way over to the States and stuck around. When more and more Italians immigrated to America, they craved food from back home. And restaurants like Gene and Georgetti served up comfort food like pastas, meatballs, and steak. Bisteca Fiorentina is known for its thick, large cuts. No wonder it's a popular item on the menu here.
So tell me how this is prepared.
So now I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Prior to dry aging it, we actually let it sit for about 24 hours in either like a Chardonnay or a Chianti, just to kind of tenderize a little bit, add a little bit of something special. Once it comes to us, essentially a little salt, a little pepper, we go in those broilers, which are anywhere between 1,400 to 1,800 degrees. There really isn't much more to it than that. We really want the steak to speak for itself.
Oh.
Yeah, good. That makes me happy. That's the best response.
It's tender. It's delicious. This steak is incredible.
Thank you.
You gotta show me how you prepare some of this stuff.
Well, let's go back in the kitchen. We can grab Chef Cristiano and we can get you cooking.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Ah, smells good in here.
Buddy,
Hey,
nice to
Chef.
see you. How are you?
Such a pleasure to meet you.
This is our chef. This is Cristiano Bassani.
Oh,
You're in
pleasure.
very good hands. I'm gonna leave you two to it, okay?
Thank you, Michelle. So, Chef, what part of Italy are you from?
I'm from Bergamo.
Yeah, I've
Bergamo,
been
yeah.
to Bergamo. Great food. Well, what are we making today, Chef?
So we're gonna make casoncelli. It's raviolis with Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
This is like my grandmother's recipe. We grew up with this. Every restaurant in Bergamo's got it.
I don't know what they put in those casoncelli, but you're tall, I'm short. Now, what the hell happened?
The pasta, I like to use 3 kinds of flours. Durum flour, high gluten, and semolina. I'm gonna use 10 eggs,
Okay.
olive oil, So now we're gonna start mixing it.
Nice. And you make it all fresh pasta
All
like
fresh
that.
pasta. We make the bread, we make focaccia, everything is made in the house.
So, chef, put me to work, okay?
Okay? Look at that.
People are intimidated by fresh pasta.
But and really, it's very, very simple to make fresh pasta. Perfect. Now we can go to
Pasta?
the machine. if you
Yep.
want. Okay. See, look at that. It's a beautiful yellow color, the fresh eggs. So now we're gonna cut them.
What's in the filling, chef?
The filling, we got mortadella, Italian sausage, and we got prosciutto cotto. Prosciutto cotto is an Italian ham.
Okay.
I cook it, and then I grind it. Then I add Parmesan cheese and
Egg.
eggs to bind it. So now we're gonna take a little bit of filling,
Okay.
put it on the middle there.
Bravo.
Bravo. Fold it in half first.
Okay.
You turn it upside down. You put a finger in it.
So you give it a little
Yeah,
like that.
like that.
Okay.
We probably go through 1,000 pieces a week.
And you make them all by hand?
Everything by hand. This dish is the most popular pasta that we have on the menu right now.
Got
You
it.
don't really see this in any other restaurant.
You gotta come to Gene and Georgetti.
Yeah. Let's go drop the pasta in the water. It's gonna take about 4 minutes to cook.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we're gonna make the sauce. Sauce is butter, pancetta, sage.
Simple,
Simple.
ingredients.
It's almost ready. Pancetta is getting crispier, and the sage is getting crispier too.
Pull the pasta?
Put the pasta, yeah.
Beautiful.
We're gonna put the cheese on top.
Parmigiano Reggiano. And you
This is
just
nice and
lay
crispy.
that over. Now we're talking. That's a thing of beauty.
You got your casoncelli, buddy,
There's just certain dishes in life that you could look at and you know you're gonna love.
and you're gonna love it.
All right.
This is amore.
Amore. The brown butter sage pancetta sauce has so much depth and layers, and the filling is meaty, but not overbearing. This is like one of the last bites you want to have before you go to heaven. Yeah, for a steakhouse, you make some of the best pasta I ever had.
We do make some good pasta.
All right, chef, what are we gonna make now?
We're gonna make chicken alla Joe.
Is that from Bergamo too?
No, it's not from Bergamo. And you're gonna love it.
I'm in Chicago, Illinois, at the city's oldest steakhouse, Gene and Georgetti. Its legendary food, warm hospitality, and inviting atmosphere have made this a beloved spot since it opened over 80 years ago.
I've been coming to Gene and Georgetti for almost 50 years. They're an old classic Italian steakhouse, so this place is steeped in greatness.
Been coming here since I was a teenager. The tomahawk steak, dry-aged, unbelievable. Chicken Joe, it's a go-to. And is the vodka martini food group.
The magic of this neighborhood joint happens in the kitchen by Italian chef Cristiano Bassani. And he's about to teach me how to make one of the house specialties, chicken alla Joe.
People come here for chicken alla Joe, but where did chicken alla Joe come from?
The regular customers wanted something different one day. He went to the kitchen, sauteed some peppers, some pepperoncini, lemon juice, chicken, and he called it chicken alla Joe because his name was Joe.
Joe. Okay, so what are we gonna do, chef?
Okay, we're gonna put a chicken in here. We're gonna add the butter.
Oh, yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, oregano.
Nice, beautiful oregano. How's that, huh?
Beautiful.
Okay.
That's it. Now we're gonna put it on a broiler, 1500 degrees, for about 35 minutes. See you later.
While the chicken cooks, we saute peppers in butter, then add in some salt and pepper.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that.
Hey, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Pepperoncini time?
Pepperoncini time.
You know it.
Pepperoncini are a mild type of chili pepper with both a hot and sweet taste and a crunchy texture. When cooked, they create a smoky flavor.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Chicken is done. Look at it.
Chef, it smells incredible.
We're gonna add the peppers to the chicken.
Okay, andiamo.
Andiamo.
Oh, yeah.
All
Put it.
the juice in here.
All right.
We squeeze the lemon.
Just fresh ingredients.
Put the chicken on the bottom.
All that juice is marinating together. You're getting that butter. You're getting those peppers, all the herbs. You're making Joe proud, even though you didn't know him.
Bam.
Bam. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Salud.
Salute. Yeah.
This chicken is so good. The flavors of the lemon just wake it up. And then the pepperoncini finishes at the end. You get a little bit of heat, but not so much.
Not too much, yeah.
But Jermaine, the secret is the juice. I think you made Joe proud, Chef. This chicken, you gotta order.
Beautiful. I got it.
Thank you, Chef.
From the moment you walk through these doors, Gene and Georgetti feels like a big bear hug from your long-lost Italian uncle. And after soaking up all their history in iconic dishes, I can't help but feel right at home. And now, I'm popping over Lake Michigan to Detroit. It's no secret that it's the birthplace of Motown and motors. But it's also home to a certain style of one of my favorite foods, pizza. So I'm standing in front of the birthplace of Detroit-style pizza.
The one, the only Buddy's. This place has been serving up mouth-watering slices since 1946.
This local joint in the East Side neighborhood was the very first location. Now they serve their legendary pies in 19 more locations in Michigan.
And you know it's gotta be good because it's got my name on it. I can't wait to see how they do it.
Hey, Buddy, welcome to Buddy's, buddy.
It's such a pleasure to meet you and so excited to be a Buddy's.
Detroit's original square pizza.
Oh, show me around.
Buddy at Buddy's.
Got it.
Okay, let's go.
Wesley started working at the original location in 1975 as a busboy. So who better than him to give me the official tour?
That's Connie, who was instrumental in the pizza, and that's Irv, who's our maitre d' for like 30 years.
Wow. This place is really incredible. I would love to understand the history,
Sure.
kind of where it started.
And around 1946, Gus Guerrera and his wife bought the place. The place was strictly bar service, so they wanted to bring in a food item. Gus Guerrera was Italian, and his wife was Sicilian, and they wanted to bring in a rectangular pizza as something that he was familiar with.
Detroit-style pizza is a descendant of Sicilian pizza. Sicilian pizza is known for having a thick, spongy dough and a square or rectangular shape, and was brought to the U.S. by Sicilian immigrants. But over 75 years ago, Gus Guerrera and his wife Anna put their own spin on the pie, now famously known as Detroit style, which is different than Sicilian and Chicago deep dish pizza because it's all about the order of the toppings.
Detroit-style pizza was a little different than what was traditional Sicilian, because it went dough, pepperoni, cheese, then the sauce on top.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Our two most popular pizzas are the Super 6 Mile, onions, green peppers, mushrooms, and ham. The Henry Ford is another very popular pizza. It has tomato basil sauce, red onion, seasoned ground beef, has blue cheese on it.
I feel like those pans are really the secret weapon to Detroit pizza's crust.
They really are. The folklore is that up and down this area, there were suppliers to the automotive industry. They had these trays that were used for collecting nuts and bolts. Gus put some dough in it, baked it. It came out perfect. That type of pan still being used today.
It don't get more Detroit than that.
As Buddy's popularity grew, so did their menu. They also have fresh salads with made-from-scratch dressings, delicious sandwiches like the meatball sub, minestrone, breadsticks, lots of things.
I gotta ask, who's Buddy?
It's actually Buddy's Rendezvous. So really, it was a gathering of friends. They used to come here. They played cards. And bocce back then, it would be normal to have a cast of characters that you would blend together. You could have 4 motorcycle guys and 2 nuns sitting at the same table.
Oh, I love it.
So it was Buddy's Rendezvous, basically. And that's where the name originated.
So everyone at your table was your buddy, and the name stuck.
I'm enamored by this place. I mean, it's my namesake. What can I say here? You gotta show me how you make this pizza.
We're gonna go in the kitchen, we're gonna show you.
Let's do it.
I've made a lot of pizzas, but I never made authentic Detroit-style pizza. But yeah, I'm always up for a challenge.
Buddy, this is Matt Hacker.
Hey, how you
Buddy,
doing?
how are you?
Such a pleasure to meet you.
So I'm gonna let you guys have fun here. He's gonna show you all the ins and outs of original Detroit-style pizza.
Buddy's is like the holy grail of Detroit pizza.
It all started right here
It
at the
all
corner of
started
6
right here.
Mile and Conant.
I love that.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started.
Okay. All right, we got our dough.
Yep, we're gonna pull it by hand to help build gluten and improve the strength of the dough. A lot of places have mechanized this process, but we still do things by hand here. So
So you
when
do it
we
by
say
hand.
handcrafted, we
It's
mean handcrafted. We're making close to 3,000 pizzas a day. It's a lot of dough.
That's a lot of dough.
And as you see, the dough process is a bit painstaking. We're making it fresh every day.
All right, so what's next?
It's time to stretch.
This is just vegetable oil.
That's it. You just want to put just a little bit on your fingers. This will allow you to stretch it. It will also keep the dough from drying out. Just the way the pans are formed and the corners are folded and all the imperfection all plays within how this pizza cooks. But first, these will have to rest at least an hour and a half before they're ready.
While the dough rests,
Bring that cheese out here.
You got it, Chef.
we get working on the cheese.
What kind of cheese is this?
Wisconsin's best brick cheese. Brick cheese is not used on pizzas very often, except the Detroit-style pizzas. It's similar to a Munster provolone.
How much cheese is Buddy's Pizza going through in a given week?
With 20 full-serve stores, 10 tons.
Wow, it's a lot of cheese.
So we treat this like white gold. We're gonna break this down. We could probably go at that with that French knife, but we came up with this cheese ladder. And I think you'll see some similarities of the old strings they used to use in Italy with handles on them, right?
I love it. This is how you've been doing it for 75 years like this?
75 years, but it works.
Right in the hole. Right. And this is
I
bada
push
boom
it
right
down.
through?
Yep, not too hard, because you don't want to break the strings.
This is a lot of work. I mean, you got to do 10,000 pounds a week. All right, look at that.
Right, beautiful.
Take
Thank
this
you.
out.
Okay, that looks good.
All right. What was once a 40-pound block of cheese looks like this after grinding it.
Now, why do you guys do little pebbles versus shredded cheese?
The grinding actually lends to its ability to melt the way we need it to melt on our pizzas. So we've kind of built our business around a ground cheese. Buddy, now that we have our cheese ready and our dough is made, we can go upstairs and start making some pizzas.
Let's do it.
I'm in Detroit at Buddy's Pizza. People have been flocking here since it opened in 1946 to indulge in original Detroit-style pizza. So I'm gonna learn the secret while making my own version of this city's pie.
Buddy, we're gonna let you make your own Detroit-style pizza.
So, like, Buddy's Pizza at Buddy's Pizza?
That's right.
Now you're talking my language. So for me, I like a meat lovers. So I'm thinking sausage, bacon, maybe a little pepperoni.
But unlike a normal pizza, we're gonna put our pepperoni on the dough first. This is a signature of Detroit-style pizza because the fats and the flavor from the meat are baked directly into the dough.
Okay.
That is perfect.
I think I'm gonna put some cheese on.
That's correct. We're going to be putting close to a pound of brick cheese on this pizza.
Pound, that's a lot of cheese.
That is a lot of cheese.
Sausage is here, right?
Gotta have sausage.
That looks good?
Yeah,
what
it
do you
looks
think?
very good.
Another layer of pepperoni.
Oh, the old world pepperoni. These are the little delicious ones that curl up and hold that oil.
Oh, yeah. All those flavors going in.
Now the sauce, unlike a regular pizza, is going on the top. Now this is how we apply the sauce at Buddy's. Now you're going to do it in 3 long stripes.
Yep. So what does this pattern do for the flavor of the pizza?
As this bakes, it will also bleed out to the rest of the pizza.
Bada bing.
Bada boom.
The Buddy is ready. So now we're gonna cook this at almost 600 degrees for about 12 minutes.
That's correct.
Oh, look at that, look at that. It's incredible. My pizza's
Wow.
a thing of beauty now.
That is perfect. Pull the pan out. There you go.
Like a professional, I can't wait to try this. Oh, I heard that crunch.
Yeah.
Look at that. If that ain't a thing of beauty, huh?
That's right.
Oh, I gotta tell you, the cheese is so flavorful. The crust is so crispy. I mean, just listen to that bite. Oh, yeah. It's light and airy in the middle, but the cheese from the outside has got a different flavor because it kind of hit that pan and got caramelized, right? And then the cheese in the middle is more gooey and stringy, and the sauce on top is really the icing on the cake. This pizza's amazing.
I agree.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming to Detroit.
Oh, my
making
pleasure.
pizzas with us.
I'm gonna take another slice to go, all right?
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Enjoy it, buddy.
Neighborhoods in Detroit have seen lots of changes over time, but this original Buddy's Pizza location remains pretty much the same. It's always been a place to gather for cards and bocce and to enjoy its legendary Detroit-style pizza. And something tells me it's not gonna change anytime soon.